They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Rivers from the gun on third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Break that green 90. Hey, Brown 80. Hey, tight.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you.
To throw is Taylor. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rivers now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Now Rivers on fourth down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
Switch. Bang, bang, bang. Load it. Bang, bang. Load it. 49, check 49, check 49.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They go play action. Mariota forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jerry Tillery, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returning, it's Benjamin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Run it! Load it! Load it! Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Man, let's get some penetration.
Final play of the half, Rivers. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Rivers. He's got it to Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now Gordon on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota. It got his man complete. A big play. Mariota to Davis. 47 yards.
And the Titans first down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Play fake. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action now. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th down, Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Rivers going deep here for Allen. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers going deep for Benjamin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The tackle by Gordon James. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy. And this is caught at the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis there to make the grab as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Succop. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Hey, Brown 80. Mike's by 4. We ain't giving him nothing today.
To throw is Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing, Rivers. Inman able to bring it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40.
Rivers on 1st down. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Chargers are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, If you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with Henry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. They'll look to throw. Complete, it's Henry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Mariota to throw.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
One. Check nine.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it this time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
One. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down, a run with Breida. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run with Coleman on first down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
The tackle made by J.M. Brown. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Get ready. Check safety. 11.
On 2nd and a yard. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 24 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Off the play fake, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They're indeed going. It's Mariota escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the 22, Mariota eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Michael Pruitt there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Will you okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain of brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, John.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards on the ground. Now it's Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 36 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Set 24.
This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota, and caught by Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Third and long here for Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They run again with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Garoppolo trying to lay one up, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Mariota hands to Henry, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Mariota on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Mariota on 3rd and 2.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. The end result, 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Henry looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota, he completes it to Henry. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. This is Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, you Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love in my city. Gangsta and hippies. Women like think you know what I'm about. I'm not. Their stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New York Jets. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pick inside. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey. 25. Check. Hey, lady. 25. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch it.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's checking. Lady. Tighten up. Rush in.
Now Bell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Check 54.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Sack. 54, right there.
Right there, 54 Mike. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
On second down now, it's Moore. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Run. Check, nickel. Kill. Turn it up.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Switch. Man, 80. Check the backer. Check 99. Check 99. Watch twist.
They'll try the left side. It's Moore. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. On second down, it's Moore. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. Moore. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guy trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They kept him to a short run play there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold caught here by Bell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run it with Bell. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Where are they, team? Where are they, team?
Go ahead, baby. Go. He's
Three.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
57. Mike, 57.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Mariota. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Slam. One.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Watch the eye. He's coming. We got double up. Switch.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Mike 54. Hey, let's get ready. Bang. 49. Check 26. Undercut.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down.
Check 53's Mike.
One.
Big ass.
Now it's Henry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you look into who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Play fake. Mariota rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They go play action. Mariota flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. They'll roll him out right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On play action, Mariota escaping the pressure right. Now, he's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Play action now. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On first down, it's Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
We don't want this. Let's go, let's go.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Sliding out of the open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Harold Landry leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a pickup of 6. 57 at the 6-yard line.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
10th carry down for Derrick Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on this one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Check safety, check safety.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Motion, pop. What's that? 54, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 50-80, 54 Mike. Check. Hey, wahoo! Squeeze, double. Mike spot 4, Mike.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Steve McClendon there at the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, Mariota rolling to his right. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
That's your Titans first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Man, that's trash. 57. Mike, 57.
Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Protein spill. Ready? Lights 54. Lady. So don't say nothing. Ready? Check 31.
Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it with Bell. And this doesn't end well at all. As
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.